Hi, what's up, bro? How does you with your university stuffs? I mean, I'm already overworked with the homework. Fortunately, there is an interesting project about the history of my family, so I've already done some research and I'm surprised with its results.
Hello, I'm really tired because of homework too, but it's okay. And yeah, project about the history of my family is interesting for me, and I want to share my results. So, what did you find?
So, you know, there is huge amount of facts to tell in one sentence. Maybe it's better to find out new details about our families step by step, and also at the same time making a comparison, isn't it? Don't you mind?
Of course, it will be better this way. I bring a their family tree to the class. Look at this. At the
Oh,
bottom, you can see my grandfather. He was military. He took part in Second World War and got lots of medals. It's sad that I could not find more ancient information. And what do you have?
so do I. And my research is not as deep as I wanted. So we have some similarity. And yes, both my grandfathers came through the war too. However, none of them decided to talk about their relatives. Uh, the war was closed for them. The purpose of war was closed for them. And therefore, only awards on the shelves can tell me about their fears. It's hard to imagine what people have to go through, what they have to feel. They that they decline to remember their past. It's still the secret for me. But let's talk about our nationality. Where did your ancestors come from?
It's interesting. My grandfather told me that our family have a distant German ancestors, and I was a bit shocked of that. My niece live in Germany, as I know, but all my close family members live in Nizhny Novgorod or near it.
Wow, does your nurse live in German? I mean, you know, the German bear is one of the best one, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, seriously speaking, that's cool that you know about where your relatives are, because sometimes people lose their history because of unawareness of their family. Talking about my ancestors, they all came from village Barish in Ulyanovskaya Oblast, and the farthest relative I know about, it's my great 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 grandmother. It's true. She was born in 1790, yeah, and she lived there too. So I'm Russian for sure, I hope. And all my relatives were pleasant and had the secondary education, except the last three generations. And what about your family education?
Hmm. My mom and dad have two education. The first one they both got in Guft, and second from another university. And all of my family members have two education. I don't know why, but okay. Except my grandfather, he have only one. What a shock!
It seems that your family is extremely educated one. You have to be proud of them, don't you? Oh, I forgot. I forgot about my great grandfather. He founded two schools in my town, but if I'm not mistaken, he also didn't have the high education, but he was a historian. How it is was possible, I don't know. I have no ideas. And my grandfather told me that he had been a really hard-working and a strict, disciplined man. So now, when I know that I have such responsibility to be a worthy granddaughter of a worthy great grandfather, so we have always been a close knit family, and now we also try to keep the connection with far distance relatives, but it's difficult, because of work, distance, age, even, and a lot of other reasons.
Mm. It sounds epic. It's kind of a heroic act. It's great to have such a great grandfather, haven't it? And he proved that a high education does not make you clever. You can easily do cool things without it. So I want to meet my distant relatives and find out what they do and what interesting thing they did.
Okay.
It was interesting to know about your ancestors. I can add that my grandfather was a seaman on the traveling ship. One time he saw a man overboard and he tell everyone that this man was a rescue. I don't know what I don't know what happened if he don't recognize him in the sea. He probably could die.
Oh, so anyway, we both have extremely interesting histories about about which we can talk for hours. But we should probably go to the lesson. Let's discuss it a bit later.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.